Everybody, this is Jack with All Streets Gourmand out here on a very sunny day in Pasadena, California. We're here at Foodieland, opening day. Actually, the gates just opened up a few minutes ago. And one of the things that we remember to do this year is bring our hat with us, because if you watched our video last year, there was no shade out this way, so we've come prepared. So you see the Rose Bowl behind me, beautiful location, always a fun event. We're looking very forward to trying a lot of the different foods out. We've been really scanning the website for all of the different options. We have a couple that we have in mind. So what we're going to do first is a walkthrough and then make some decisions and then hunker down for some food. I think we're going to have to make this tradition, but every time I've gone to Foodieland, at least in the beginning, let's go grab a beer, let's go grab a hard seltzer. So no different in this case, it's just too hot. It's running about 86, 87 degrees out here. It's actually starting to cool off just a little bit, but there's a lot of different beer and cocktail stands kind of pockmarked throughout the event. So go check those out. This is one of the domestics that they're selling. It's a Topo Chico seltzer. That is a strawberry and guava flavor. It's ice cold. All right, some items about seating and shade. We were actually surprised. So over by the stage area, where last year the seating was fully exposed to the sun, it's actually now covered with a tent. So that's really nice. As you can see behind me, there's actually more additional seating than they had last year here. It was a little sparse. The other thing too is if you see any areas where there's a tent and nothing underneath it, take a second glance. It actually is a cooling tent. So they have some water being sprayed down in a fine mist, and you'll see folks occasionally, but I've also seen folks kind of walk right past it not knowing what it is. Definitely, I took advantage of that before I went to grab one of these, but that's a really good way to cool down, especially for the family. In front of me here, I'm not sure exactly what's going on. We never really found out from last year, but so there was a long line in the beginning. It's since actually gotten a little bit smaller. So we're going to try out a soul food item first and have a seat here behind me. We're going to try that out. One of the first times we wanted to get, and we did our research online, was some soul food this trip around. This is from a place called Flavors. They do seafood soulful. And what really caught my eye was there seems to be a lot of oxtail as kind of one of the themes for the soul food stands. And so this is an oxtail taco. And it's just looks fully loaded with flavor. There's Parmesan, there's parsley on there, and inside you've got your oxtail and some cheese. So very much like a birria type of taco. You've got a nice dipping sauce in there as well. All right, so it's just exactly as I thought it would be, which was you can see them really slow cooking the oxtail out in the back of the stand. And what you're really getting here is almost like a very deep beef taste, like a tallow. So you're just getting hit with that along with all of the cheese that's inside the taco. When you dip it, this is almost like a gravy as opposed to more of a sauce or a broth that you get with birria. So the gravy accentuates it because it's gravy. So you're getting the gravy with the oxtail, with the cheese, with the taco. They really just nicely made. They took their time, which again, I really actually appreciate that they do that. So just look at that, how nice that is. So we saw a sushi pizzeria and we couldn't resist. Once you get here, your mood kind of changes a bit because it is pretty warm. Right now the breeze is blowing through, so that's perfect. So I asked the server there what was the popular item. She said either between the Red Dragon or the Rainbow Sushi. She said the Red Dragon's a bit spicier. Kind of want to taste the flavor today and taste the sushi. I love this idea and this concept of a sushi pizza. So you've got a bed of fried seaweed, and then on top of that is a bit of a small roll of rice, and then topping it is the rainbow. So you've got teriyaki sauce, spicy, mayo, edamame, salmon, and just really pretty, really nice, very popular. People are coming in and through there. They serve you very fast. It's probably one of the cooler booths because they're not having to cook anything, so that's kind of nice. All right, so this is gonna be a little bit rough. I'm standing up. This thing is like a plank. What happens here? All right, held together. The softness of a sushi that you would get with a normal sushi roll, because it's fried in a flour base, you're getting a very crunchy shell. I mean, I don't know what to like. It's almost like a chip. So it's almost like eating this on a chip. These toppings are really good. It's about $20. So for the price, I think it's pretty good. It's almost like a full roll. So we want to take a quick break from our food, and we've had two great places so far between Flavors, Seafood Soulful, and over here at Sushi Pizzeria. That's what's really nice about Foodieland, number one. There's so many different options. You kind of want to hold off until you get here, check things out like we did. But we do recommend do a little research online, because then we kind of got a sense of exactly who we wanted to go check out. Now, a bit of lay of the land for you. You want to get your tickets online. That's the only way to get tickets. They don't have tickets at the gate, just like last time. Security was pretty quick, just kind of breezed through. They do not allow certain bags, so just kind of read up on the website on what bags we can carry in or you can carry in. So an item about parking, plenty of parking, no issues at all. Free parking, which is just, you gotta love that. The other thing too is, just like last year, we love the way that they've done the bathrooms and the hand washing stations. There is not a small amount, there's enough. So this is one of those great events where if you want to go to a more permanent restroom location, they have plenty of those. Now, as far as the lay of the land is considered, you kind of come in as you saw us over at the front of the Rose Bowl itself. And then there's two bridges that come over across an aqueduct here onto the other side of the parking lot. So the first strip is crazy packed right now. So we opted to come over here to eat and find some of our items over here. Despite there being a lot of people today, being the first day, we came in at the beginning, it was fairly quiet, but it started to fill in, which is great. We want to see that. We know what we're going to go get next. Okay, so we couldn't resist because we were just staring at it for too long, but Monopo, which is one of our favorites, we usually check them out over at Smorgasburg. They have a couple of different menu items, so we're kind of excited about that. One is the Longanisa Smash Burger, and as we look inside there, you've got a nice healthy dose of mayo along with cheese on the longanisa that's been flattened out. For those that don't know what longanisa is, it is a pork sausage, typically served in the mornings for breakfast, but you flatten that out, you make a nice little burger. Bit of trivia, in the Philippines, beef is very hard to come by, which might not be surprising for a lot of folks, but instead of burgers, they'll use longanisa in their hamburgers there. And so this is kind of harkening me back over to Burger Machine over in the Philippines. Try that in a second. The other thing too is that we really were wanting and jonesing for some skewers. So we went in for some Filipino chicken skewers here. It comes with a nice dipping sauce along with a bit of salsa on the side there. So we're going to try this one first. And of course, we want to do it without the sauce. So let's give it a go here. I don't know when this doesn't hit the spot. The difference with the Filipino skewers is they are marinating the chicken overnight typically. So this is not just cut and fry. This is let it sit in a marinade, let it get soft, let it almost cook within the marinade overnight. Now we're going to do a little bit of this dipping sauce, which is typically a combination of peppers, garlic, and vinegar. Actually, a bit of spice on that one, so if you're not a spicy person, be careful. Really good, really tasty. What's really cute too is they're serving these on a banana leaf, which is always fun and actually very authentic for Filipinos. Banana leaves are the primary method. Before, there was a lot of plastic wrap or other wraps, paper wraps were hard to come by. This was an easy solution here. So let's go ahead and try the smash burger. That was a mouthful. So I was thinking before I bit it how to describe longanisa because I'm so used to it. Longanisa is a very traditional Filipino pork sausage. I believe it's a mixture of what the Spanish brought with the pigs, along with what Filipinos had. So you're going to have in longanisa a very vinegary taste with the vinegar, but also a lot of sugar. And that's what makes it a perfect breakfast sandwich item. It's very analog to like traditional American sausage, where you've got a combination of both the umami and the sweet. Just really makes it good. This is excellent. If you've never tried longanisa, this is a really good way to introduce yourself to it. Now we're eating in an area we hadn't been to before, and I believe this wasn't open before either. I remember the gate being there. So this is a nice field on the northern side of the lot. And what you see behind me is the Rose Bowl on the berm here. And then they've got a lot of nice benches, very open. They have these stand-up benches as well, which is really cool. So for July 4th, they're doing a drone show tonight. And so this area is actually a seating area for that. And I'm seeing a couple of sand traps. So this must be part of some sort of golf course. But really cool. They have a chalkboard area over here for the kids to play with. and just a really nice area to get away from all of the hustle and bustle over there. It's gotten quite packed. We went to Bing Bing Baby. This is a export out of New York City, and they had the East Side Special, which is the red bean with vanilla cream and what have you. It looks beautiful. For the red bean, it also said, if you know, you know. And so for a lot of us Asians that know, red bean is very sweet and very delicious, especially when cold. So we're gonna give this one a go. This is shaved ice, by the way. Talking about hitting the spot. The coldness, the red bean. I've always felt too, red bean cools you down. Excellent. These are graham crackers on the top, on the bottom, shaved ice with the cream, along with a nice red bean paste in there, and nice whole beans in there as well. So delicious. Come check out Bing Bing Baby. Okay, so we couldn't leave without getting something, and so last year we went over to Ube Bread Box, and they had a delicious ube jelly in a jar, so we got one of those again, and now this year they had macaroons, so we got a few of those. Then we got a few of these beautiful treats, one strawberry, one grape, and one mandarin. We'll get a shot of that in a second for you, but these are great things to walk out with. A couple of other items of note, there is merchandise. I'm staring at it right now. We'll show you a couple shots of that, so keep that in mind when you're here. You can do some shopping. The other thing too is they do have some games on the southwest corner of the event space. You can't miss it. There's a couple of things there to do if you want to play some games. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Foodieland in Pasadena 2025. We had a great time. Again, you know, my parting thoughts are kind of almost what I said at the beginning. You're going to find a lot of food options. If you're looking for a scratch to itch here, culinary-wise, you're definitely going to find it. I know I do. I actually look forward to this event every year because there's a couple of items that I really need to get, and this is probably the only place I can get them. So we hope that you don't think that Foodieland is just in Pasadena. There is actually a lot of different locations. There's probably a city near you. So we definitely encourage you to check out the website and see if there's something near you there. For this event, this weekend at Pasadena, we're here on July 4th. This runs through the 5th and the 6th or through Sunday. And it's a really quick event, so if you are thinking of coming, you better come and just do it. Free parking, fairly low admission fee, so keep that in mind. With that, it's a beautiful day. The wind's starting to pick up. You see there's still people coming in right now. So it's going to be a pretty packed weekend, in my opinion, than last year. So we hope that everybody has a great time. We hope that you learn some hints and tricks for your stay at Foodieland. We hope that you can make it this weekend. And with that, this is Jack with All Streets Gourmand, and we'll see you next time.